All right, let's talk about one of the biggest updates we've seen in a while. I mean, this is something people have been asking for years. We're diving into the brand new native quality management module that has just landed in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central version 28. If you're anywhere near manufacturing or distribution, you're going to want to stick around for this.
You know, for more than 2 decades, this has been the question. If you've ever implemented Business Central or Nav before, you've heard this 100 times. The quality manager walks into the workshop, looks you in the eye, and asks, "So, can the system handle our quality inspections?" And for 20 long years, the answer was, well, it was a little awkward.
The answer was always, well, not out of the box. You're going to need an add-on for that. And that meant diving into the whole world of ISV solutions, trying to find the right fit. But with version 28, that whole conversation is over. It's a brand new day, because the answer is now, yes, it's built right in.
So here's how we're going to break this down today. We'll start by unpacking what this new native answer really means. Then we're going to get hands-on and walk through how you actually set up your inspections. We'll see it in action, and then we'll tackle the big question. Is this new module actually the right fit for you?
Okay, first things first. What is this thing? Business Central 28 isn't just tweaking a few fields. It's introducing a whole new, fully native quality management module. This is a big deal. It's a ground-up feature set made to handle quality control right inside your ERP.
So what can it actually do? Well, the beauty is that it's woven directly into the key processes you already use. Think purchase receipts, production output, all that good stuff. You can set up inspections for specific items, lots, or even down to the serial number. You can decide if you want to sample a fixed number of items or a percentage of the batch. And this is crucial. It has automated quarantine processes to stop bad products from going any further. It even has out-of-the-box reports, like a certificate of analysis, ready to go.
All right, let's get into the how-to. How do you actually get this thing up and running? The good news is the setup is really logical. It's not some crazy complex thing. It's built around a pretty clear and straightforward framework.
Honestly, it all boils down to just 2 main steps. That's it. First, you create what are called inspection templates. This is where you define what you're going to test and how you're going to test it. Then you set up generation rules, which tell the system when and where to actually trigger those tests. The what and how, then the when and where. Simple.
So let's double-click on step 1, the templates. Think of a template as your master playbook for a quality check. This is where you list out all the things you need to measure. Weight, specific dimensions, or maybe just a simple pass-fail visual check. And what's really cool here is how flexible it is. Your accepted values can be a simple checkbox, a decimal for a measurement, or you can even have it look up a value from any other table in the system. That's pretty powerful. Now for step 2, the generation rules. Your template is the what, but the rule is the when. This is the trigger. It's how you connect that playbook to a real event in your warehouse or on your shop floor. You can say something like, hey, every time we get this specific item from this particular vendor, use this inspection template. Or every time we post the output for this production order, trigger this check. It's all about automating the start of your quality process. Okay, so we've configured our templates and our rules. The system knows what to check and when to check it. So, what happens next? What does it actually look like when an inspection gets created and someone has to, do the work? Let's walk through it. So the moment a trigger event happens, like you post that purchase receipt, the system instantly, automatically creates a quality inspection record. You can think of this as a digital clipboard for your quality inspector. It's got all the info right there, the item, the lot, how many to sample, and it lays out all the test lines from your template, just waiting for someone to enter the results.
Now, the logic here is really simple, and that's a good thing. It's strict. As the inspector goes down the list and enters the results, the system is checking each one against what you defined in the template. And here's the key. If even one of those lines fails, the whole inspection fails. It's black and white. There are no partial passes.
And this is where it gets really smart. A failed result isn't just data in a report, it's a control. You can set up the system to create a kind of digital quarantine. It can automatically block any inventory that is either failed inspection or is still waiting for one. That means no one can accidentally sell it to a customer or use it in another production order. It puts a hard stop on bad inventory. But wait, it gets even better. You can connect all of this to Business Central's built-in workflow engine. This is where you really see the power of having this feature be native. A failed inspection can kick off a whole series of events. For example, it could automatically create a warehouse movement to physically transfer that failed lot to a designated quarantine area, all without a single person having to do it manually.
So this all sounds pretty fantastic, right?
But it does bring us to the most important question of all. If you're already using a third-party add-on for quality, or you're about to go shopping for one, how does this new native module really stack up? Is it time to make a change?
Let's just put it side by side. Look, the big, complex ISV solutions are often incredibly powerful. But with that power comes a lot of complexity. They're amazing for companies that have really advanced, maybe industry-specific quality needs. The new native module, on the other hand, is perfect for companies that need solid, core quality management without maybe all the extra bells and whistles. It's simpler, it's easier to maintain, and hey, it's already part of the solution you own.
Now, before you get too excited and run off to check your system, here is a really important pro tip. When you upgrade to version 28, this quality module might not just appear. It's a standard Microsoft extension, but for some reason, you might have to go into AppSource and manually install it yourself. It's a little quirky, but it's a crucial step, so don't forget it.
So we'll leave you with this question to think about. For so many years, the only answer was to buy something extra. But now, for the first time, you have a real, viable choice right in the box. So if you're on the verge of investing in a separate quality solution, you owe it to yourself to take a serious look at what Business Central can now do on its own. For a lot of you, the answer might finally be yes. Thanks so much for joining me.